So now then, we've got another roast dinner here. I promise you I'm not becoming a roast dinner channel. It's just pure coincidence. I've filmed these in December, it's the month of roast dinners. So we've got some bearded butt duck. We're just going to stick a can of beer right up that duck's ass and, cook it, basically. So we're going to do a bit of prep. We're going to cut the ginger in half, we're going to cut the garlic in half and the orange, quarter the onion, and they're all good to go. We're going to take these rosemary sprigs off the stalks as well, just to save ourselves a job later. We're going to prep the tray, so take half your ingredients, place them on the tray. We also want some potatoes. If you want to skin your potatoes, skin them, parboil them, do what you want with them. I just cut mine up and just throw them on the tray, I'll be honest. But however you want to do yours, that is up to you. I'm not here to tell you how to cook a potato, because I'd like to think most people can do it. So yeah, basically, we want to just put a little bit of oil on just to coat the outside of the potatoes. We also want to give it a good season, and yeah, that's it really. We're not looking to do too much, and just place some rosemary in and around the potatoes, because rosemary, roast potatoes, great flavour combinations. So now we're coming to stuff the duck. I'm going to show you the tailbone here. We want to cut that off because it'll go nice in the gravy, and we're just going to stuff all these things inside the duck. It's just going to, create a nice environment for the duck to cook in. Make sure you stuff them right down the cavity, because you don't want the duck to just be barely on the beer can. You want it to be sat nicely on the beer can. You don't want, ideally, where that tailbone is, you want that nearly touching the bottom of the tray. We're just going to season the outside. We've got some 5 spice, we've got some salt, we've got some pepper, we've got some Sichuan peppercorns or Szechuan peppercorns, however the fuck you say that, because I don't know how to say it. Just massage it into the skin, and we're just creating a nice flavour for the skin, really, and all that flavour is going to drip down into the tray. Oh yeah, and don't forget to put the rosemary in the cavity as well. So we're coming to the point where we're going to need to put the duck on the beer. So as you can see, it just sits on there nice. Stick that in the oven, about 180, 200 degrees, hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on the size of your duck. So pull it out, let it rest, and once it's rested, we're going to make some gravy. You want to pour the pan juices into this pan, and whatever's left of the beer. We've got the orange, we've got the ginger, we've got the garlic, we've cut up some celery and some onion and some mushrooms, and we're just going to fry them off in all the pan juices. Once the things start to become translucent, stick a tablespoon of flour in, and keep it moving. You do not want this to catch on the bottom of the pan. 1, because it's a pain in the ass to clean. 2, it'll taste like shit. So just keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, and then once you've cooked the flour out enough, just add some water. Add a bit of chicken stock. You could use vegetable stock. I just added water, and I stuck half a vegetable stock cube in, and I just brought it to the boil and just cooked the flour out, basically. Waited for it to thicken, and then for some colour, I added some soy sauce. It gives it another little bit of a edge, and that's it really. Just cook it out, boil it about 10-15 minutes. Your ducks have plenty of time to rest, and it's time to plate up. The nice duck breast there. We've got some potatoes, we've got some onions, we've got some vegetables. There's the gravy, and this gravy is absolutely superb. It's one of the best gravies I've ever made in my life, if I'm being honest. And this is it. It's just a nice roast dinner, easy for a Sunday. You don't really have to do much different, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what I'm doing, just like, subscribe, whatever, share it with your friends. Let me know how you got on.